There are days when it's just a pain to try to do this. Come on, YouTube, work with me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I had to try something else to try to get this on there. Hi, Donna. Good morning, everybody. Again, not enough coffee in the world to make up for being frustrated by this thing, right? Waiting to see Polly come back in. Hey, Kim, you're allowed to sleep in. I can hear you and I can see you. Yay! Okay, so I think we were talking about chicken salad, and we were talking about Heat and Bond, and this is what I was talking about, just in case anybody missed it. Hi, Kim. This purple stuff here, it's called Heat and Bond Light. This stuff you can sew through. The red package you cannot sew through. So we want to make sure that you have the right stuff if you're going to do this along with me, because this purple stuff you can applique down. The red stuff is permanent, but if you're going to wash your quilt, the red stuff might not be great. Well, Teresa, I'm just running all over YouTube this morning, apparently. I didn't mean to disappear. I touched something on my laptop. Hi, Brenda. Hello. Yes, I see you. I see you. Do you see me? Boy, I'm in a goofy mood this morning, huh? Okay, so that's chicken salad. That's as far as I've gotten. Like I said, I will make a video on how to. Hello, Linda. Your name fits me this morning. I'm the mixed up mess. I am going to do a video on how to take the templates and create them in Cricut. I'm still working it out, trying to figure out what the easiest and fastest way to do it is. So you'll get a video on that, not alive, and I will explain it in probably excruciating detail, because I need excruciating detail when I see things. Hey, Colleen, hello again. Have you got coffee? And Colleen's a troublemaker, guys. You have to watch out for her. She likes to get in chats and be rotten. Of course, I do that too, so I guess I can't say a whole lot about Colleen, right? Okay, the other thing I've got this morning is I got fabric in over the last couple of days, and I know you guys love to see fabric. I opened the packages, but I didn't go through the stuff. So I'm hoping that you guys will want to open fabric with me. Yes, maybe, no? I got some really good deals, so I thought, let's share it and see if anybody else wants anything. And I think we're all always, yes, fabric, yes, fabric, yes, fabric. Yes, you have coffee. And I saw that your back's hurting this morning, Teresa. That's not good. I don't like that. Oh no, Colleen is wound up, guys. Should we try to calm her down? Okay, Lynn, you have a great day. Thank you for coming. Brenda, I need you ask. Yes, fabric, yes, fabric. Why do I even ask, right? Okay, so Let's adjust this a little bit so we can see the desk. And I'm delayed behind you guys, which I didn't realize. So does anybody recognize this packaging? This yellow stuff? Let's put this down here where you can see it. This is from Hancock's of Paducah. Oh yeah, I'm drooling too already. Want to see fabric? Yeah, like that's a dumb question, isn't it? Okay, this is from Hancock's of Paducah. I ordered it from Amazon. I think I was talking in maybe Kathy's chat about Robert Kaufman fabric coming up on Amazon for $13.99 a jelly roll. And I put it in my cart, but I didn't check out on it because I was like, it'll be there for a couple days. Well, the next day I went in there and it had gone up to $46 a roll. And I was crying because I was like, oh no. Well, yeah, I love you, Kim. So the next day I went back in and it was back down to $13.99 a roll. So I decided that maybe I should buy some. About 6 seconds. Yeah, that's YouTube. So I got really lucky because what they had was, they call them roll-ups. They don't call them jelly rolls. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? If I bring it up a little closer to the camera. I don't know how So Yeah does this, so they show all this fabric so closely. But I'm like, ooh, pretty. So that's called Berries. Colleen, you tried to cut the pinwheels for the Lori Holt. This is a blue and purple. I'm trying to turn it slowly so you can see the colors. You want to see my groceries? You don't want to see my groceries? That isn't close enough. Let's do this again. Yeah, I really like these colors. And I'm working on triple iris chain. You have one of these, Kim? Well, if you catch them at the right time. Hi, Jenny. Welcome to the chat. We're just showing off fabric right now. I like the berries and the blue. And this one is gray, shades of gray. We're not going to say that because I hated that book. It was so hard. I didn't read past, I don't know, first, second page, something. So this is the gray. And I think it's really pretty too. Sometimes I like neutral colors. Sometimes I like to mix those. I got these from Amazon. They are Robert Kaufman. Hopefully you can read that. And I found them on Amazon. They were marked $13.99 when I first saw them. And I put them in my cart and didn't check out. The next day when I went back, they were in the 40s. They were $40 or something. And I was like, oh, boo-hoo. Well, a couple days later, I went in again, trying to hold that up a little better. A couple days later, I went in again, and they were back down to $13.99. I was like, yep, check them out. Buy them now. All right. In case you can't read that, this one, the gray is Stormy Skies. It's a roll-up. It's 2.5 by 40 pieces. So it's a full jelly roll, and it has the 40 pieces of the 40 strips in it. This one is shades from light gray all the way up to dark charcoal. That's the color, Teresa Louise, that we were saying you might want to use in your quilt yesterday. Lots of rolls goes well with your coffee. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then these I just got in, although I bought them a while back. I don't know why they took so long. This is a Connecting Threads jelly roll. And it's kind of, I don't know, I'm thinking Civil War, but maybe not. It's called Oxford Hall. It's blues and reds, some yellow in there. That'll make a really pretty quilt. It's all my fault now. Oh, I'm sorry. Colleen, I promise I won't tell on you. And this is called Beach House. Just pretty. I just like the colors in that. I like the muted stuff. I'm trying to give you a good look at it so you can drool. I don't know. I might like some rolls this morning, Kim. Now, last weekend on So Yeah, they were talking about Liberty fabric, and this is Liberty fabric. This is I ordered the whole thing because it was $2.25 a yard. So, and this is from Prime, obviously. Yeah, I love jelly rolls with the prints. I like the solids because you can mix them up. This is 100% cotton, and it's I think it's 10 yards because that was what was available for the $2 and $2.25. But I figured this will make great background. It'll make a backing if I decide to use it that way. But I'm probably going to use it for background, and it's light blue. Hopefully that comes through. I'm not going to pull this out of the bag. The prints were not the same price as the solids. They were in the 20s for the jelly rolls. They were like 25, 26, something like that. I haunt Amazon sometimes and just look for what's on sale, jelly rolls on sale or fabric on sale. And then if I find a really good price on it, then we'll buy it. And then we all know where this package came from, right? This is So Yeah. Jenny, if you don't know So Yeah, you should definitely check them out. Yeah. Well, So Yeah doesn't have great prices, but they have good prices. And they have good fabric. I wandered in there. I don't ever want, yeah, I'm an Amazon stalker, Linda. Why wouldn't I be? I don't wander into So Yeah, I just go. I show up whenever they're there. They had some stuff on D-Stash. I guess it was this last weekend. And this is what they had on D-Stash. This is some Lori Holt end of the line fabrics that they had. I think these are all fat quarters, which at So Yeah, they come out to, yeah, now I'm showing. I guess I need to take the little thingies off because Linda wants to see. They had end of the line fat quarters from Lori Holt. So they were selling them off, and I was like, oh yeah, one at a time. Yeah. Polly, your wallet is probably right, but these weren't bad. At $2.25 a fat quarter, I think it was like $10 for each set. And I'm just uncovering them so you can see them. They separated them out into, I guess, what they consider to be colorways. So these are all the kind of reds here. Oh, Jenny, I hope that's a good thing that you found me at So Yeah. And Jenny, just in case you missed it, I'm making the chicken salad quilt from Lori Holt. So, and I love Lori Holt fabric. There's a box up behind me that is all my Lori Holt fat quarters and stuff and my scraps. And I keep those all together because all Lori Holt goes with all Lori Holt, in my opinion. Linda, we've been out here, we just didn't have YouTube to be able to share. I think this one might be bigger cuts. This might be half yards. No, that looks like a fat quarter to me. And I love Lori Holt's fabric. Flirt Charm Pack. I'll have to look at that. I don't know. Well, I've heard the name Sweetwater, but I don't know off the top of my head what they make. I've definitely started really liking Corey Yoder, though. I have some of that I got a charm pack from So Yeah. If I'm not sure if I like a designer or if I'm going to like all their fabrics, I'll buy like the $10 charm pack to check it out. Usually I use the charm pack in a quilt. And since I make a lot of baby quilts because my stepdaughters are still going, we have 19 grandkids and number 20 is on the way. And I inherited, I didn't have to do all the hard work to get all these grandkids. Thank goodness. I met my husband when I was 48 and our kids were still grown, were already grown. I have 2 boys, he has 4 girls. That's not bad at all, Colleen. At Jordan Fabrics, I love Donna Jordan. Yeah. And she can sew anything. I don't even care that they give away a quilt. I keep signing the thing for them, but I don't necessarily want a quilt. I just think that they're gorgeous. I love how she always says, we can send your quilt anywhere in the world. And I always imagine somebody in Zimbabwe sleeping under a quilt from Donna Jordan. I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. Or Nigeria or something. I'm like, does it get cold enough down there to want to sleep under a quilt from the United States? Or is it just the fact that you have it? You know, the bright colors and stuff would be great. I follow a YouTuber who travels all over the world and does, he eats everywhere. Yeah, Colleen, I have a stash, unfortunately. But there's a YouTuber who goes everywhere to eat, and he likes spicy food. His name is Mark Wiens. If you ever get a chance to watch him, I want you to keep this in mind. My husband calls him the mouth because he can open his mouth like hugely wide. I can't believe anybody's mouth is that big. And he can eat like half a quarter pounder in one bite. But he eats, and he's every Italian grandma's dream. When he eats, he's like, oh, this is so good. Oh, and you're just like, okay, let me feed you, because he's skinny. I don't know how he stays that skinny. He's like a beanpole. Yeah, I love Donna Jordan. I think the first quilter I ever watched was probably Jenny Doan. And I like watching quilters. I like watching people who really enjoy what they do, which is Donna Jordan for sure. That's shovel worthy. Yeah, definitely, Linda. I like watching people quilt. I know I'm weird. Did you guys all catch Tucker's live last night? I literally enlarged the screen on my computer so I could see it as close as possible. And then I was looking at the chat on my phone, just watching him. I don't even think he knows how talented he is. He really doesn't. He is so good. He did that feather across the top of his quilt like it was nothing. And then he started doing straight line quilting. Oh yeah, charm packs are great for baby quilts. And I make a lot of baby quilts. So as a matter of fact, I've got three that I've got to make right now. My niece is having a baby in a week. They're going to induce her, and she put up her maternity pictures yesterday. I'm not sure she's going to make it another week. And then one of my stepdaughters is due in June, and some friends of mine are adopting, and they're going to be adopting in like a week. But yeah, Tucker was great last night. I was just like, I always learned something. And then Teresa Louis, not Teresa. Sorry, Teresa. Didn't mean to call your name out. Tiffany wanted him to do the Paisley swirls. And I was thinking, I've never seen Paisley swirls. I have seen Paisley swirls. I saw Angela Walters do them. And I think Tucker is just as good as Angela Walter. There is really no comparison. He's got raw natural talent. Angela has talent. Angela has worked for years on hers. And Tucker is just throwing the stuff off like it's nothing to it. Oh, Colleen, you and Beverly are both in for a treat when you watch Tucker. If you are going to watch replays and you haven't seen anything, I suggest going back and watching his when he quilted his double wedding ring. Okay, I'm going to try. I know how I say it in my head. Diolinda, is that how you say your name? Good morning. But Tucker's double wedding ring was just like an exercise in how to do pebbles and how to do swirls well. You do them both, they go together great. He does a great job. The feather he did across the banner last night, I want to see the rest of that. I want to see how he finished it. Oh, Linda, Tucker is Tucker's Sewing and Quilting. And his name is Tucker. I think it's Nace. Oh yeah, dear Linda, tell Linda about watching Tucker. He's a phenomenal quilter. He's 17, I think. Hi, Tracy. He's either 16 or 17, Linda. And the boy is going to be, if there is such a thing as a superstar quilter, Tucker is going to be it. He really is. Beverly, you should watch what he did last night. Towards the end of his video, he turned on the black light so you could see the white thread against the white fabric. I was just stunned. Thanks, Dee. I appreciate that. Yeah, he is really good. I mean, not trying to run anybody off, but he makes my free motion quilting look, he's still 16. He makes my free motion quilting look like a little kid coloring in a coloring book. He's got the finesse. He really does. So yeah, shouted him out Saturday night. I think he was at 500 or 600 subscribers, and they did a shout out for him and got him over 1,000. He's at 1,200. I wonder what day. My birthday's in September, Brenda. I'd be curious to see that for sure. But yeah, he's really, really good. He's not the person to watch if you want to learn how to free motion quilt, because he's already way past any of that. I watch a whole bunch of different people that get up close and personal and do free motion quilting. Yeah, Tracy, isn't that just mind blowing? He's the same age as your kid. Yeah. For me, it's like watching him quilt is watching a really good dancer dance. Yeah. And he kept talking about dropping his belts. I've never used a long arm, so I have no clue what that means. But whenever he dropped the belts, then he turned around and did something else phenomenal. And I like watching Tiff, but I think Tucker may even be better than her. I think he'll be, well, I don't know. I haven't seen him free motion quilt anything that wasn't a standard design. Tiff's got more imagination, I think. She will go, like She did a lamb quilt a while back where she went in and put in stars and clouds and all kinds of stuff. So hers kind of ties into the quilt, where Tucker makes the quilt do what he wants. Tiff kind of puts the quilt and the panel together. I don't know if that's the best way to describe that. They are both great quilters. They just kind of do different things, I think. 17 in July. So you're a youngin' there, Tracy. My kids will be, let's see, one will be 30. I have to think about this. 33 in July, and the other one will be 36 in August. Same age as your oldest grandson, yeah. Yeah, it's just he's got talent. He definitely has talent. Now, Linda, yesterday I popped up your channel and I saw that you're a mixed media artist. Brenda, he did say he was 90 away from 1,000, but he started out at like around 500 or 600 when they started that drive. So I think the 90 was along the way. Back to what I was saying to Linda, you're a mixed media artist. Do you sew also? Or do you do specific types of stuff? So he can channel lock. Huh. I'll look for the Angela Walters quilt and then. Oh, you can hear the chicks in the background this morning, Dee? Yeah. It's not, I'm in Florida, so it doesn't always get super cold. But we've had for the last couple nights, it's dropped down into the 50s and 60s. The chicks need to be kept at least 90. Oh, 35 when you had a kid? Oh, no, thank you. But the chicks have needed to come back inside. We had gotten them out onto the porch. We have a wraparound porch screened in, but we brought them back in because it's been chilly outside. Slow stitch, glue, junk collage. Cool. I haven't actually had a chance to go over there yet and actually look at what you do, but I'm intrigued by the pictures that I saw. Anyway, so we've hubby has been putting the chicks up here and there for half an hour to an hour at a time, mostly so that the grandkids can watch them because they love seeing the baby chickies. But he's been putting it up on his channel. If you want to just sit and listen to chicks, yeah, you can do that. He's Rosnack Retreat, and I've been putting tagging some of that stuff in a playlist on my channel. 30 on Thursday and 27. They grow up so fast. It seems like just yesterday I was counting fingers and toes on the oldest one. And I don't know if I've told you guys this. My son and my daughter-in-law both texted me last week at the exact same time. And when they texted me, they were both texting me. We have a troll, guys. They were both texting me to tell me that he got stitches in his right hand. He was opening a tin can and cut himself and had to go get 4 stitches. I don't know if you can see, like right here. And they both had to tell me that he had stitches. I was like, oh, my poor baby, I'm going to cry. I told his wife, I said, make sure you give my baby a kiss so that, he can heal faster. Give him a kiss and a hug from his mommy. She was like, she literally rolled her eyes at me in a text message and said, really? I said, really? Both of you texted me to tell me this, that he got stitches. So what do you want? He needs a mommy kiss, right? Isn't that what you do? I knew what you meant, Teresa. Thank you for hiding that troll and getting rid of him. 1 year old, Linda? Okay. How old are you? Are you young, or? My oldest stepdaughter has had 2 kids in the last 3 years. She thinks she wants one more, but she's already 30. Yeah, Colleen, you're going to cry tears for him. His little hand is healing up fine. She's making him keep the stitches for 10 days. He's still like, why did I have to get stitches? And I said, because right there on your hand is a spot that you're not going to be able to keep still, right? I mean, you're just not going to be able to keep it still. Oh, your children are chickens. Okay, Linda, that makes sense. I was like, she has 1 year olds and she has time to be on YouTube. Kim, that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate it. But Teresa's trying to take your crown, Kim. You should probably know that. I'm gonna. Used to be I'd go in chats and I'd watch Kim and she'd shoot the. She still does. She still kills trolls quickly. But I think Teresa's trying to catch up to her. And I'm nowhere near as fast as either one of them. I sit there and I'm like looking and going, "Ooh, let me click on you." And usually by the time I click on him, either Kim or Teresa has kicked the troll out, hid the thing, removed him, done the whole 9 yards. So I just, I have to try to catch up to the queens. So Linda, are your chickens old enough to lay eggs, and do you eat your chicken eggs? I took a dozen to a friend in town. Actually, I took 2 dozen to a friend in town. She took the 1 dozen and then she gave the other dozen to her neighbor across the hall from her, an older lady. And the older lady was like, "What do you mean? Those eggs didn't come from the store? They're no good." I was like, "What? People kill for farm fresh eggs." There you go, Kim. The other thing charm packs are good for is to make quilts like the one Teresa Louise made this last week. She did it as part of Sobeca's challenge. And you look at it and you go, okay, you're going to take 42 charm pieces and make a quilt. And then she sashed it. And then she cornerstoned it. And then she decided to put borders on it. And now she's got like a full size bed quilt. Colleen, I don't have a problem giving you a wrench. Okay, guys, what are you doing? Ha ha ha, giving away and eating them, huh? See if it'll let me do it right now. What are we doing? Come on. Let's see if they won't let me do it. I'm spinning. I had those chickens in the kitchen while I was canning chicken. Colleen, you totally missed it. Has it unfrozen yet? Colleen, I can take it away as fast as I gave it. All right. Are we totally frozen or can you hear me? Eh. Okay, guys, if you can hear me, I'm gonna go. Mom and Pop are coming on in a few minutes anyway, and I know a lot of people like to watch it. My husband's on a work call and it's freezing me up. So what I'll do is I may come back on later after Kathy is off. Yeah, you can hear me and I'm moving. I think it's because he's on a work call and they've decided to do a conference call today instead of a normal, like several people call in. So I will come back on after Kathy's done and we'll chit chat at that point. I'm sorry. I hate that I keep having tech issues. Bye, guys. I will see y'all in a bit. You hear me, but it looks like I'm moving really, really slow. Okay. I will talk to you guys after a bit. Bye.